I said, I said the room in the house. I said the watch my eye. Yeah. Should have never tried that. No. You try and do Jerome, you gotta have something. That ain't gonna sound right either if I do that. Just drink something before you try and imitate Martin doing roaming Rome and everything like that. What's up? What's good? What's Bible Scratch Pearly? What's really good news? It's your man Theo Butler, and man, y'all better hurry and get on up in here. Shout out to my Lakers. They're not my Lakers. I'm not gonna do that because I am a Michael Jordan fan. But I am rooting for the Lakers. I have picked the Lakers in 6. I don't have a lot to say about the Lakers yesterday and everything like that. Shout out to the Lakers for making me look like I know what I'm talking about in regards to the series with the Golden State Warriors and everything like that. So shout out to the Lakers with that. I cannot remember the guy that used to say it, but tonight we have a really, really, really great show. Dude used to say it like that. We got a really great show tonight. I'm surprised. Am I really surprised that we have a great show tonight? If y'all see the art decor behind me, this is stuff from my daughters, our daughters, me and my wife's daughters and everything like that. So this is like schoolwork and everything. Got the calendar back on the back wall. They're taking over daddy's studio for right now. But mommy and daddy will have their own studio room next week. We're going to start making it look like it's supposed to look. Yeah, y'all come on up in there. Y'all going to get to see the whole decor when the wall got comic books and superheroes, action figures, and all that stuff. Y'all going to see all that. But tonight, we got a show, great show. I feel like it's a great show lined up for us and everything like that based on the topics that's out there. What topics did I say we had tonight coming in? The Egyptian government chimed in on what they had to say about Cleopatra and everything. I'm so glad they went ahead and said that because for the past 3 weeks, people have made it about one thing when it was really about something else. So I'm glad they went ahead and got that on out their system. Be true. Tell you what you're going to do. Marvels. Is the Marvels movie. Is it D.O.A? Is it dead on arrival already? Like, how is that going to look? Me and my friends talked about that yesterday. When you take all the things into consideration surrounding that IP, that movie might be D.O.A. What else we got? Dylan Brooks. We're going to get into that. If you like trash talking, I'm not a fan of it. But if you like trash talking, Dylan Brooks is a piss poor example of a trash talker. We're going to get into that later on. There's other people you need to look up to when it comes to trash talking. If you are an inspiring trash talker. We got less than a month from Eve Ewing's debut as the new Black Panther writer. Less than a month. I know some people have some concerns, some doubts, some reservations and everything like that. I understand why, but there's more to meet the eye. Transformers, there's more to meet the eye when it comes to Eve Ewing. Hey, Ronnie, what's going on? Eve Ewing and Black writers. There's more to meet the eye than that. So we're going to touch into that. Bloodstorm. Who is Bloodstorm? Well, if you got the Midnight Suns, you probably been up on that. If you don't have the Midnight Suns video game, this might be a reason for you to go purchase the Midnight Suns video game. We're going to talk about that as well. Gender bending. There was some news circulating around the internet that the thing was going to be gender bent, and that may or may not be true. But one Hollywood actually says it ain't her regardless. So we're going to touch on that. Monica Rambeau as the most powerful cosmic force being in Marvel Comics. I know Mr. Ray Smith has been looking for that for a long, long time. And according to CBR, that's what they did. I got some questions, not that I'm doubting it. And it comes off the heels of Eve Ewing's, ironically enough, Eve Ewing's 5-issue run on Photon. So we got that. Black Panther villains. We're going to talk about them. Cameron Taylor, what's going on? Black Panther villains. Old, present, new. We're going to talk about them. Where they at? Might they show up in the future? Because for the truth to be told, a hero is only as great as his villains. And I think we have been underselling, well, not we, because we appreciate him, but Marvel has been underselling Black Panther, i.e., aka T'Challa's villain run. Then last but not least, and I don't like doing this because I like to just touch my nose and stay where I'm at. I don't really care for it to be because I think at the end of the day, it's all a bunch of hogwash, and we could definitely have another conversation about that. But Governor Ron DeSantis in the state of Florida has started making it known his run for the presidential for the presidency. Like he getting ready to run for the presidency and everything like that. Why I called that way back when he first started out as governor, and why his actions have been a clear indication that this is what he's been wanting to do all along, and that he don't give two damns about those in the state of Florida, whether they voted for him or not. So without further ado, I think we got 6 people up in here. Let's make it do what it do. This just in. The government agency, the Egyptian government agency, has declared that Cleopatra was white-skinned based on bas reliefs and statues of the historical figure. According to Decider.com, and I'll make sure to put the link in the comment section, Egypt's Ministry in Tourism and Antiquities has responded to controversy surrounding the casting choice for Netflix's Queen Cleopatra documentary. Had a great conversation off camera the other day. They saying Mila Kunis for the thing, aka the thing. Yes, we gonna come back to it. We gonna connoisseurs or triple salute. We gonna come back to it. We gonna get to it. I had been known, like I said, I wrote a paper. I was in college, wrote a paper on race. They said Cleopatra was a white woman. She couldn't have been a white woman. Y'all like that? What do you mean Cleopatra? White didn't exist until the 1700s. She couldn't have been a white woman. She couldn't have been a black woman. She couldn't have been an orange woman. She couldn't have been a red woman. She couldn't have been a yellow woman. She couldn't have been a brown woman. And mind you, all of those colors are legitimate, except for orange. All of those colors are legitimate colors representing races. The thing is that those colors did not come into existence until 1700, way after Queen Cleopatra was dead. What does that tell me? People that's throwing around black, white, and all that other stuff just as racist as they want to be. And I don't care what ethnicity they come from. Ironically enough, they did though. And they went ahead to talk about her father's ethnicity. Really don't talk about her mother's ethnicity. You know, we really don't get into that. And they actually state paintings and statues. But if I didn't know any better, because I only been live for like 5 years, over 50. That's not that long. That's not that long. But I think we've all seen paintings, drawings in the tombs of Egyptians looking various colors of brown. I think that's what we got there. I think that's what we did. They got there after 2,000 years. Yes, after 2,000 years. So, mind you, we do so much to talk about her father's ethnicity. Nobody really wants to talk about her mother's ethnicity, but let's talk about somebody else's ethnicity. Yeah, let's talk about Adele Jane. She's biracial. She's biracial. Let me go back to this, what they said. The government agency has declared that Cleopatra was white-skinned. I'm going to go back to this. Adele James is biracial. Keep reading. One attorney has even filed a suit against Netflix, claiming the project had contradicted and distorted Egyptian history in favor of promoting Afrocentrism. Where's Egypt located at? Wait. What's going on, Grand Madam? What's going on? She was a red bone, so I called cap on that. Thank you. So where's Egypt located at? Let me keep reading. One attorney has even filed a suit against Netflix, claiming the project had contradicted and distorted Egyptian history in favor of promoting Afrocentrism. I didn't know Afrocentrism was a thing back then. Did you? I do know that Egypt is located in Africa. Cleopatra was born in Alexandria, Egypt, in the Ptolemaic dynasty to Greek descent. Egypt is in Africa. He keep acting like Egypt is not in Africa. It's not a separate part. It's in Africa. She was not black. You're right. Black wasn't a thing back then. As we just alluded to, that didn't come to what, 2,000 years later? So black wasn't a thing. But you don't want to touch on her ethnicity though. You only quote her father's ethnicity. Well, as I asked somebody the other day on Twitter, I'll ask it in this live. if you're biracial, is it not safe to say you're multi-ethnic? If she's biracial, isn't it safe to say she's multiracial? I'm gonna say she's multi-ethnic, kind of like what we be saying about Queen Cleopatra. What we keep saying about Queen Cleopatra, she's multi-ethnic. Well, what is Adele James? Just based off the fact that two races got together, the white race and the black race. The white race is comprised of various ethnicities. So is the black race. The black race is comprised of various ethnicities, various European ethnicities, various African ethnicities. So wouldn't it be safe to say Adele Jane got it? Now let me ask this question. What part of Adele James do they want to play Cleopatra? The black part or the white part? I'll wait. What part they don't want to play? What? Hey, Miss Keita, how we doing? What part they don't want to play Cleopatra? The black part or the white part? They have the bones of her sister who is biracial, but they don't want to do the DNA. Actually, shout out to Gabbo Machiavelli, Gabbo from Machiavelli Media. He actually sent me a YouTube video where it was either a YouTube video or it was a TikTok video where there was a what we want to call one of those excavators and everything, one of those scientists that were they were sitting right there at the unveiling of one of the mummies that they dug up. They were looking at their DNA as it was being revealed, and Buddy was in her feelings that her DNA revealed her to be African. You in Africa? Why you surprised? You know what killed me? That's what killed me more than anything else. People keep acting like they surprised that they finding them people in Africa with African DNA. Egypt is in Africa. It is in Africa. And if we thinking for 1 second, first of all, let's go. Can we go ahead? You know what? I'm finna go ahead and keep it 1,000. Can I keep it 1,000? You know what? I love my black women. You know I love y'all. So what I'm finna say about y'all take this as a compliment. They've been desiring y'all since ever. Ever. Even when they brought us over here as slaves and everything like that, what was they doing? Hollering at the sister. That how we got all these light-skinned brothers and sisters, biracial brothers and sisters like that and everything like that. Because he was fascinated. What do? We know it's a whole damn story out there. The sister with the big ass, and they was like, I'm finna be petty, but tell the truth at the same time. I'm stationed in Okinawa, Japan. It's 1991. I got a roommate. His name is Paul. Paul is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, Pittsburgh Pirate fan, Pittsburgh Penguin fan. Me and Paul in there like swimwear. We are damn near two peas in the pod. Paul was a Caucasian brother. He was. That's why I call him Caucasian brother. I don't really get into all that stuff. He's a Caucasian brother. You know what Paul asked me? Paul asked me something. A brother. Pecan tan, caramel, whatever you mocha, almond, whatever you want to call it. Paul asked me something a brother has never asked me since I've been living my whole entire life. And y'all gonna laugh at this one. I hope y'all take this for what this is. He said, Corporal Butler. And I said, what's up, Paul? He said, I just want to ask a question because I've always wondered. And I said, yeah, go right ahead. He said, what do y'all do with all that ass? Now, first of all, I had to applaud Paul for being open and honest to ask me that question and everything. Because he had probably been one to ask quite a few of us that question. Because, well, I mean, and they be disappointed every time. Yes, Gray, they be disappointed every time. So Paul asked me the question, honest question and everything like that. I understood because back then, when you looked at who we was attracted to and who they was attracted to, not that I'm knocking her. Now I'm not gonna, not that y'all seen the movie True Lies? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Y'all remember that movie? And remember they had Jamie Lee Curtis was in the movie. Jamie Lee Curtis in the movie. And remember the dude said she had a butt a tight butt like a new like a teenage boy or something like that. And I was like, I think it was Bill Paxton that said it, something like that. And I was like, I don't I don't think I want her butt to at this like I don't why would you who wrote that? Why are you saying it with such emotion? Like that's what that is like. Anyway, I told Paul, I said, Paul, I understand your question. But if I got to tell you, you're not gonna understand. And I left it at that. I did because you know, yeah, man. True Lies is a great movie. You rub it and thank God for the gift. It serves a lot of purposes. It really, really does. If you got a crook in your neck and the pillar ain't where doing what it's supposed to, and you need to rest. I ain't saying I'm saying I understood, but I don't want to get off topic because I easily could. Y'all know that's who Cleopatra mama was. Y'all know that dude walked over there. He said, "Damn." He said the same damn thing the dudes at the slave auction. They said, "Damn." There's no way in the world you finna sit up here and act like people in the same. That's like saying, watch this. This me just using race. That's just like saying, that's like me assuming that white people and black people in America don't procreate together. That's the assumption that white people and black people in America not sleeping together. That's that dumbass assumption right there. No, y'all racist. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for going ahead. I just don't know what took y'all so long to say it. Y'all, instead of making this about the ethnicity when it first came out, because I knew what the lick read, because y'all kept throwing race up there, and I was like, your argument is ethnicity. You're making it about race because that's what you got a problem with, her race. You don't give two damns about her ethnicity. Thank you for going ahead and shedding light. What I don't understand is this. Y'all watch me when I say this one. I don't understand how Egyptians got fooled into thinking they not black when the dudes literally came out in the 1700s and said everybody in Africa. They didn't make no exceptions. They didn't. They didn't say everybody in Africa, but that's not what they said. They said Africa is the continent for black folk. If you from Africa, as far as they concerned, your race black. I'm sorry, Egyptians, modern Egyptians, ancient Egyptians. I'm sorry, but as long as y'all keep going by race, as long as y'all keep using race, see, you ain't got to. You ain't got to. But as long as you want to keep using race, your ass is black too. Ass like a 10-year-old boy. Definitely grins word. That's what he said, Carter. Ass like a 10-year-old boy. I was like, I don't think that's what's gonna get me. I don't think I don't think it being look. I don't want it reminding me of no dude. I'm not there. There's nothing wrong. If that's what if that's your thing, that's your thing. But that's not me. I need my woman to be, because that's my preference. Everybody got a preference. I ain't mad at nobody else's preference. Don't be mad at my preference. I need my woman to have been the X chromosome. I need that from birth all the way. Low key, my wife know one of the reasons I got with her because she already had 2 children. Played it safe. Played it safe. Don't judge me. Don't judge. So we're gonna keep it right on going though. So yeah, clearly, I just don't. Egyptians, y'all holler at me. Which part of Adele James y'all mad at and everything? Which part y'all don't think she? Because you said white. You said white. It is what it is. We keep these. Yeah, pause. Got to holler pause. Egyptians are still dark. Yeah, I don't know what they keep talking about. They look more like me than that. Yeah, man. We ain't go. But it would have been worse the other way around. Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna keep it going and everything. Basically, we know they on they Fugazi. Yes, I said Fugazi. I like that word, Fugazi. Marvels might be deep. Now this one gonna be deep. And I'm gonna tell you this might low key be a dark comedic portion of this, But I'm finna just go ahead and tell y'all what the lit read. Don't nobody want to say it. Sometimes stuff is simple, is real simple, and we overcomplicate things. So the Marvels might be D.O.A. on arrival. I ain't gonna lie. The Marvels has been getting a lot of hate. The Marvels movie, Brie Larson, she been getting a lot. I mean, a lot of it. First of all, I like Brie Larson as an actress. I liked her in Kong Skull Island and everything like that. I didn't think she did a bad job as Captain Marvel in the Marvels. I'm gonna say Captain Marvel movie and everything. That's just me. I didn't like the script. I didn't think the script made any sense. I didn't, but that's part of the course right now. We're gonna talk about the writer's strike later on and everything like that too. We gonna get into that. But I didn't like the script. We see why at this particular point in time. But you know what? We've talked a lot about a lot of stuff, and this is going to get into the gender bending part of the conversation. This is going to get into the identity swapping part of the conversation and everything like that. And it is what it is. Let me catch up with these notes. The word is Monica sacrifices herself, but they saying Blue Marvel's supposed to save her at the end. You and I read the same plot lead, all except for that part with Blue Marvel. But if they do, I got my fingers crossed. The Marvels. Let's go back to the Marvels. And when I say the Marvels, let's go back to Captain Marvel. Genis Vale. Let's go back to him. We know how he died from cancer. Cancer be taking everybody out of Marvel. Damn. Anyway, cancer. Genis Vale was liked by a lot of guys that are the Caucasian persuasion to me. He was liked by a lot of guys. His death touched a lot of comic book fans. It did. We can look past black men all day long in comic books, but let's be perfectly clear. Hold on, I'm gonna tell my wife to contact my next door neighbor, Mr. Marvin. He just called and everything like that. Older dude, one of my elders and everything like that. Babe, he just called. Mr. Marvin, you got Mr. Marvin's phone number? Oh, it's in your phone number? Jalea. Yes, beautiful. Pass mommy the phone so she can call Mr. Marvin real quick, please. Yes, Mr. Marvin is one of my elders and everything like that. Older brother used to sit around. I can't say swap stories because I would be listening to him tell me stories and everything like that. He's since relocated from Tallahassee down south, so we check in with each other from time to time. So, right. Thank you, Gray. That's a great point. So here's what we've taken for granted. We've taken for granted when it comes to these comic book characters. See, we look past those that look like us, and we look past those that are members of the LGBT community. And yes, we look past women in general. You know who you weren't supposed to look past, who was going to get mad if you look past him, who was heavily invested in you doing him right on screen, and who, by the way, has let you know that he had an issue with how you portrayed him. Hell, he was one of the reasons why we got the Snyder Cut. It's the Caucasian man. It is. You pissing him off. If you are a superhero comic book company, Marvel, DC, you're pissing off that dude, and that dude's spiteful. That dude is not going when you piss him off, he don't care about anything else you do. That's why when people ask the questions, why is the Marvels getting so much vitriol? It's people pissed off Genis Vale was recast as a damn female. Now, and I don't mean damn female like that. That passing of the torch should have, and Genis Vale is a blonde-haired dude. That's who you was messing with, and you took that one for granted. Then watch this. There were quite a few Caucasian males that was friends. What's going on, Miss Thompson? Miss Thompson? There are quite a few Caucasian males that were fans of Monica Rambeau. It wasn't us that led the charge for her to be Captain Marvel after Janice Vale died. That wasn't us saying that we wanted her to look like Pam Grier. You don't have his number? Hold on, y'all. Well, we gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna take care of the crew. We gonna make it do what it do. Hold on. My wife is. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. But yes, so you upset that dude. As I was alluding to, it wasn't us that created Monica Rambeau. It wasn't us that wanted Monica Rambeau to look like Pam Grier. It wasn't us that got upset about how Monica Rambeau wound up eventually looking. It wasn't us that put Monica Rambeau in the Avengers, and it wasn't us that selected Monica Rambeau to be the leader of the Avengers. It was Caucasian people. It was Caucasian men. You pissing them off. Not only, now you could say, well, they can't be that pissed off about that. Well, they could be pissed off about how you nerfed the Hulk. That made quite a few rounds on social media where you had quite a few people. What demographic was that talking about that they were pissed off about the Hulk being nerfed? What demographic was that complaining heavily about how the Hulk was portrayed in She-Hulk? You think that demographic didn't take that opportunity to slam the She-Hulk series too, whether it was warranted or not? What demographic you think is upset about Tim Drake being his sexual identity being changed? How long has Tim Drake been in comics for him all of a sudden to be bisexual? What about Jonathan Kent? You don't think that demographic is upset about, because they pushed Con L off to the side. They pushed Connor off to the side for Jonathan. You don't think that demographic is pissed off about what you doing with Superman? Sometimes it ain't that difficult. Gender swaps are stupid. Yes, I very much agree. The European Americans, yes, them dudes upset about a lot of things. Listen, and they gonna make it known. They don't have no problem, and because they are believed faster than I am believed, whether they are credible or not, they come out and slam the damn movie. Your movie getting slammed. You think it's a game? If you looking at this movie and you think about why it might be dead on arrival, first of all the action figures for the initial Captain Marvel movie were nothing but peg warmers. Nothing but peg warmers. You can go to eBay right now. You can go to you can order any action figure from that wave, and that action figure is below retail. Matter of fact, the only Captain Marvel action figure that holds retail value or is more expensive than retail value is the one from the All Father wave. And she ain't even the most expensive one. It's the Warbird version of Carol Danvers when she basically had on that black leotard. That is the most expensive, most desirable action figure. Everything else from that movie, peg warmers. So what are you finna do? Because you're following up that movie's action figures with, because you got to release action figures to support the movie, right? You got to. So who's going to be in this action figure wave? Another Carol Danvers? Nobody wants her. Another Ms. Marvel? Nobody wants her. Because you're not even giving her the what I want to call them, the extras, the accessories and everything like that. They show either her old power set from the comic books or the new power set you finna use in the MCU. Nobody's gonna want that. What are you gonna do? Introduce the female Ronan the Accuser? That's a toss-up. The only win that they have in this action figure wave is the new Monica Rambeau action figure. If they don't release the new Monica Rambeau action figure and the new Nick Fury action figure, those are the two most highly anticipated action figures from this wave. Everything else, and how many figures in a wave? 7? 6, 7? We don't even know what the build the figure gonna be. But what I can tell you is damn near every action figure is going to be a peg warmer. So what does that do for the movie in and of itself? Because the action figures are what? Part of the merchandise to drive up the numbers for the movie. People think it's a game. It's the reason why they put Guardians of the Galaxy action figures in the movie theater. Know why? Nobody's a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy action figures. The comic book version, yes. The MCU version, hardly. I got a Gamora. You know which Gamora is more expensive? It's no Gamora action figure from the MCU. Even though Gamora never come out, the most expensive, most desirable Gamora action figure is the one from the comics. They don't want that one. So what are we getting ready to release in the movies? Nobody want that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants Groot might be the only one, and that's a Build-A-Figure. Buff Groot might be the only one. And as a matter of fact, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. He's not the Build-A-Figure. It's the Cosmic Dog. If these MCU heroes are lame, then merch sales suffer. Got a run game, but we'll be listening in on my drive. Appreciate it, Kamoya. Appreciate it. Rhonda of Acusa, yeah. Kara has a whole new suit. Nobody even noticed. Nobody cares. Warbird was built like a sister. So's Gamora. So's Rogue. So's Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman. So's Moonstone. I can keep going. You know who ain't built like a sister? Misty Knight. Aurora Monroe. None of the doors. I'm gonna do something about that. Infinity Watch Gamora or 2000s GOT Gamora. The one where she killed Thanos, where she got the green on and everything like that. That's a nice looking figure. It is. If these, Doc, remember they don't want comic book readers to be a part of the creative team. Hey, everyone, what's going on, Diabolical? We gonna talk about that too. I like Gamora's white armored look too. That one was nice, but they ain't got that like that. The action figure, the one where she got the hoodie on and everything. Oh my god. Marvel feeling some type of way though. Not Marvel, Hasbro. And Hasbro might have Marvel pulling their strings back and everything like that, but they're acting like they don't want to see action figures with curves anymore. And I'm like, you forget who paying for them. It's adults. Even if the child go in the store, the child don't have the job. I got to be the one to pay for it. So here we go. So to me, basically, you've alienated a demographic that is spiteful and resentful, and they don't like it. And if you go look at certain YouTube channels and how they're talking about, it's one of those things was like, you can tell when somebody don't like something. Let me rephrase that. You can tell when somebody's giving fair criticism and when somebody just going off, just snapping, they just telling you. Yeah. So that's how I'm looking at it. Now, we're going to move right along because we ain't going to hold up the time. Dylan Brooks. First of all, let me just go ahead and say I've been a Georgia Bulldog fan ever since the 80s and everything. And then living in Tallahassee, I have had to endure a lot. As living in Tallahassee since 1994, I have had to endure a lot. The only people that I get any halfway decent respect from are Florida State Seminole fans. Miami Hurricane fans as well. But up till recently, Gator fans was giving me their ass to kiss. All kind of trash talking. Okay, and if we beat them, it wasn't that we beat them, they lost, the refs cheated, or they just didn't have a, not that Georgia actually beat them. But anytime Georgia lost to Florida, man, I told you we're gonna beat their ass. Man, I told you, man, Georgia ain't nothing, man. I told you okay. Dylan Brooks. If you gonna talk trash, you can't go run high when things don't go your way. There's a way to talk trash. There are some professional trash talkers out there. I'm suggesting right now that Dylan Brooks get enrolled into the school of trash talking, because it's nothing wrong that she was talking trash to LeBron James. It's nothing. I have talked trash to dudes that I know are better than me athletically. You got to know you gonna shut them down on one side of the court. You didn't do that. You didn't do that 4-2. And then you said 40 piece. The dude hung 40 on you twice. You better be glad, because your psyche ain't built for it, because you didn't want to say nothing to the media when you was taking them L's. You better be glad. You better thank whoever you pray to, LeBron James did not hang 40 on you. Because I'm of the mindset that if LeBron James would have hung 40 on you on top of 20 points, on top of 20 rebounds, on top of y'all getting beat by 40, I'm of the mindset, Dylan Brooks, you would have checked yourself in to a mental institution. Be careful what you ask for, young dude. But if you're going to talk trash, my brother, whether you can back it up or not, don't run from the media. That was a weak move. That needs to be the first thing you address after you address your jump shot, because from what I was told, what I was looking at, your stats and everything, you used to have a pretty decent jump shot. I don't know what happened. And you actually used to be a pretty good defender. I don't know what happened. This series, you trying to be something that you're not. You're not that dude. Work on your game, because I saw you playing basketball at Oregon. Get your game back up. You're supposed to be a two-way basketball player. Focus more on your game. Focus less on your mouth, because you can't do both. You can't do both. We seen that right now. You can't do both, and you're not man to stand on your own when you can't do both. Stop talking. Stop talking. Be that dude. Be like me. Don't have nothing to say. Don't have nothing to say. If somebody asks you, hey, how do you feel about guarding LeBron? Hey, man, I mean, I ain't got no choice. I got to go out here and guard it, at least, for a whole game. So how you think you're going to do? I'm going to do the best I can and everything like that. He is LeBron James, so we're going to respect that. But, we're going to go out here and make it do what it do and see what it's your fault, what they make. That's what you say, because you seem like that dude that you can say that, mean that, and come back and deal with that and everything like that. You're not this, I don't know, I guess you're trying to be super fly. I don't know what that is, but it's not working. Look like a light-skinned pimp. It's not in a good way. So let's keep this party going. Let's keep this party going where we're at. Less than a month from Eve Ewing's debut as the new Black Panther writer, how an off-screen conversation reveals the challenges of Black comic book writers. Who excited to see for Eve Ewing's run on Black Panther? Eve Ewing, man. We got a sister. We got a sister writing Black Panther. We got a sister writing Black Panther. This where we at with it. This is sister. Eve Ewing off the Photon run, and fresh off her Photon run. Photon has been said to be the most powerful cosmic. Make sure I say this right, because I don't want to say I know wrong. She is the most powerful cosmic force in Marvel Comics. Monica Rambeau is. She is. That's it. That ain't who we talking about right now. We talking about Eve Ewing. Eve Ewing as the new writer on Black Panther. But tell y'all something. So, shout out to Chillmonger. He had myself. I want to say Pat from Black Comic Lords and everything, and D-Real. Had a real interesting chat on his channel last Friday. And one of the things, we had a nice off the air discussion. And one of the things that Pat kept saying is that Photon, the concerns that we had about Photon, and we did have some concerns, that had this been Paul, thank you, D, appreciate it. Paul, y'all see D Steezel, my moderator, he gonna keep me on point and everything like that. That's the moderator. Y'all clap it up for D Steezel. Paul, he touched on something. He said, hey, she been given 12 issues. And truth be told, we're used to 12 issue limited series. Let's not act like that. We're not used to 5. We're used to the 12 issue limited series. He said, had she gotten a 12 issue limited series, we probably would have got the story that we wanted. There are times everybody ain't walking in like Al Ewing. Like everybody ain't walking in where you Al Ewing. What's going on, Gray? Everybody not walking in you Al Ewing, and they just gonna give you the keys to the character and let you do what you want to do. Here's what I observed. Because what Paul said to me made me think. He said, now, first of all, if they wanted a character to blow up, that character would blow up. Let's not act like that. If Marvel wanted to put their machine behind a character. It could be the Prowler. I'm quoting Paul when he said it could be the Prowler, and the Prowler would be the hottest character in Marvel Comics. Okay, so I sat back and I started thinking about some things. Like, think about that. Well, what part of Christopher Priest's run did we like? Did we like the first half of his run or the second half? Fair question. What part of Reginald Hutler's run did we like? Did we like the first part or the second part? Fair question. I can tell you that based off of conversations that I've had with fellow YouTubers, they weren't a fan of Ta-Nehisi Coates' initial run on Black Panther. Quite a few fans of the second one, right? So then the question becomes, are black writers being hamstrung when they walk in the building? Like, they could have an idea of what they want to do for the character, but the editors give them a different instruction. And they have to do what the editor tells them first before they can follow up with their own story. So I think about it. We talked about it on this channel. We talked about it on D-Real channel. We talked about it on Chillmonger's channel. We talked about it on Twitters and everything like that. Who is the editor from issue 1 through issue 15? While he who shall remain nameless wrote garbage after garbage after garbage after garbage. Now, being fair, the editor had nothing to do with him writing garbage. That was him writing garbage. Everybody knows what he did was dead ass wrong. I would just like it for him to answer for it as a writer, as somebody who gets paid to do that, as somebody who has made his money off of brothers and sisters and everything like that. I would like for him to be in front of a camera, have somebody in front of him that's going to ask him 2 questions. What was he thinking about when he did that interview in Esquire magazine? And what was he thinking about when he wrote those 15 issues of Black Panther? And the only 2 questions I need asked. And I would prefer to be the one asking them, but them 2 questions need to be asked, because for somebody who calls themselves, you know what, never mind. Because this is when I remember conversations that me and Blue had. And I'd be like, you know what? John Ridley can stay right on over there with who he called himself, because I don't identify with that. And if that's what that is, I now know why I don't identify with that. So he can stay right on over there. So our black writers, we need to make it known that we are in their corner. We need to make it known that we want, because right now there's not an editor at Marvel that can tell me a damn thing. Like, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. I'm of the mindset right now, based on that nonsense with John Ridley, you could let a writer come in that really don't need your supervision, and they can make it do what it do, because clearly you don't know what you're doing as far as supervision anyway. So let me be perfectly clear. I want to be transparent when I say this. Not only do I never want to see John Ridley on a Black Panther comic book again, I never want to see Will Moss on any black superhero projects going forward. Wilson Moss, Will Moss, whatever name he got, no, you're irresponsible. I don't want to see you on anything black associated or African American superhero or heroes of color. I don't want to see you nowhere near that. Nowhere. You're irresponsible. Irresponsible. So I think we can't just look at the writers, incompetent editors. Okay, his whack story ideas, maybe even encouraging. Maybe, but because of conversations that were had, I don't know if it was encouraged. Well, no, let me rephrase that. It wasn't encouraged. He's just a weak ass writer. It wasn't encouraged. If I had to fault the editorial department, it was for allowing him to write that filth for 15 issues. That's what I would fault. Once he came in and gave you his idea, you should have threw his ass out the damn office. He should have never been allowed in the damn bullpen. That's my take on it. But we're gonna keep it moving and everything like that. We're not gonna, in essence, we're looking forward to you, Eve, and everything. I'm wishing you the best. As I said it on Chillmonger, I'll say it here and everything like that. If you fail, we all fail. That's not what we're here for and everything like that. So, sister, I'm wishing you the best. I hope you knock the ball out the park. And I know if you knock the ball out the park, the new female well, I'm not gonna necessarily say what role she may or may not be playing in T'Challa's life, but the new female that you introduce and everything like that, hopefully we'll get her as an action figure. I have to customize it. Hopefully we'll get T'Challa that is being introduced as a new action figure as well. So I'm rooting for you. Keeping it moving right along. Video games enthusiasts, Marvel started hiring editors off social media a while back with very little comic experience. I have no idea. Like, but you know what? If you don't like money, if you don't like money, I ain't mad at you. If you don't like money, that means you giving somebody else an opportunity to make money. So hey, Marvel, do your thing. Hey, if the comic book company don't want to hire comic book fans and the movie company don't want to hire comic book fans, God bless you. Keep putting out the movies you putting out. Keep putting out the comic books you putting out. It ain't for me. I'm not gonna keep complaining. I'm not. I will move like how I move. If it's a good comic book, I'll read it, review it. If it's not a good comic book, not gonna get my change. Same thing with movies. I got other stuff I can spend my money on. But if you play video games, Marvel's Midnight Suns specifically, starting May 11th, Storm will be joining the video game as downloadable content. She'll have 10 unique hero abilities, new story missions, and a brand new Abby upgrade. I do not know what the Abby upgrade, but if you do play the Midnight Suns, there it is and everything like that. It would be called Blood Storm. The Bub McCott mon. So Blood Storm is what we are looking at. We're looking at, they're going to bring that out. Like I said, I started to get in the Midnight Suns video game, but I looked at the gameplay online, and I can't lie. Until they do something that gives me the vibes of X-Men, X-Men, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, until they give me that from like the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 days, or the Justice League video game. Y'all remember the Justice League video game? It wasn't even that long, but it was still a good game. Haven't played it yet. See, me neither. I don't have that in me. It ain't doing just calling a spade like Consumer said. Yeah, I need my superhero games. They ain't what they used to be. I don't know what that is. It ain't doing it for me. Going back to gender bending, specifically gender bending the thing. This had been making its rounds around social media as well. I was like, so you gonna make the thing a female? How's this thing gonna look? That's like, just do it again. I don't think Brooks was expecting ESPN and Fox to come to LeBron's defense. That's a lot to deal with. Talk trash to one dude, but all the media comes to his defense like he's been. Hey, what was he not thinking though? See, student, I got to ask questions like, bruh, you've been what? I watch LeBron James play. You watch LeBron James play. Y'all know damn good and well you can't really look at LeBron James hard without drawing a foul. That's the only other dude. That's like not. Luka Doncic, you can't look at Luka. That's like Tom Brady. You can't look at you. And then student, this was the thing that got me. I poke bears. Okay, you poke bears. You said LeBron old. I ain't asked you for that sound bite. You LeBron old. He liked to go to his right, so I forced him to go to his left. Get physical with him. And then you running from the media. No, don't run from the media. No, you're supposed to let you let your testicles hang low when you said LeBron James was old and you like poking bears and everything like that. Nah, man, get up there in front of the media and own that. Dylan Brooks is a piss poor example of a trash talker. We have way better examples of trash talkers out here that he need to go work on his jump shot. That's what I need him to go do. Fix his jump shot. See Mackie in the new Twisted Metal movie. Anthony Mackie's in a new Twisted Metal movie. Spider-Man 2 gonna be fire though. Spider-Man 2. You talking about Into the Multi? You talking about I'm just asking. You talking about the animated one? Because that's the only one I'm thinking too. Because it might be. It should be. Gender bending. The Thing. Y'all know how the Thing look in comics. Like he ain't on Swole Patrol. Like my dog don't look ripped or nothing like that. The Thing, he looked more like a power lifter. If we had to compare the Thing to somebody, it'd be a power lifter. How we thinking a female Thing would look like? First of all, before we go too far, because I could. Spider-Man and Miles Morales video game with Venom and Kraven Hunt. Yes, I got that. I got the first Spider-Man game, haven't played it yet. I got the Miles Morales video game, haven't played it yet. Got action figures based off both games. Damnest thing. No, let me stop. I did not buy the Spider-Man off the first video game, but I did get the Miles Morales, the adult Miles Morales, and the Invisible Miles Morales came with like the with his Venom shock and everything. I got both those action figures. So that, but back to the what they're seriously doing a female thing. Who asked for that? Nobody. But how would a female thing look though? Like, because I saw the She-Hulk. What would a female thing look like? Now, much to her credit, Mila Kunis was on Mila Kunis was on the Late Late Show with James Corden. She was asked would she be playing Susan Richards. She said that she was not in the movie. Period. She's not in the movie. So unless she lying, she definitely said she's not in the movie. So if she ain't in the movie, she ain't playing the Invisible Woman and she ain't playing the thing either. But why would somebody start that rumor? So they're going to create a female thing with bad skin and a ponytail. I don't know why. The second part of this was Grand Madam. Who started this damn rumor and why? Like, who want to see that?
He needed love.
Huh?
He needed somebody to love him.
No, they wasn't doing it to bring him a girlfriend.
Oh, I figured that. I'm just talking.
Oh, you just talking about why she trying to Marvel? She trying to help y'all out. She's trying to break. Cause you know, have we ever seen a female thing in the comics? Have we ever seen a female thing in the comics? I don't think so. I'm of the mindset I've never seen a female thing in the comic books. I don't even know what that would look like. I mean, aside from Milestone, old girl with Milestone, that would be the closest thing that I can't. But she a thing with she shaped like a female though, big female, but she shaped like a female over there. I don't know what we'd be doing. Why is that a rumor? Like, who started that? What was we trying to get? Was we trying to get some steam up out of that? Sharon Ventura, she thing. Lord have mercy. Yes, Sharon. Well, yeah, Sharon Ventura. No, nobody want to see that. See, and this what we'll get. See, we don't have 80s FF coming. See, this is why he's in the building. This is why he in the building. Because if I can't remember it, he got it right there. Y'all Google that Sharon Ventura. She thinking everything like that. I know I am. But She-Hulk was cute. She-Hulk, well, you know what? John Byrne drew an amazing She-Hulk. I can't lie. Like John Byrne did some amazing artwork, period. But John Byrne did an amazing She-Hulk. If we could have Megan Thee Stallion on She-Hulk, if we could have her on She-Hulk, She-Hulk could have been thicker than what she was. Megan Thee Stallion looked more athletic than Jennifer Walters. I don't think I was wrong. I don't think I was wrong. But yeah, so she said she's not in the movie. Hollywood, chill out with the gender swaps. Nobody's asking for that. All the shoulda, man. We got a whole bunch going on. That's not who the rumor's referring to. They're talking about gender swapping Ben Grimm. Yes, they are talking about gender swapping Ben Grimm, but they thought it was gonna be her. She said she just went out to have dinner with lunch with the director. She said she's not in the movie. But you're right, Steve. They are talking about gender swapping the thing, and nobody want like. So I would be looking if I'm in the boardroom. If I'm in the boardroom, this is what I'm thinking. It's got to be somebody in the boardroom that's at the very least familiar with comic book characters. The FF are getting ready to make their much anticipated debut in the MCU. It's almost like fixing the wheel that's not broken. Why are you even thinking about, like, somebody need to come and shut this down, hot trash room. Why would you even like, y'all shut that down. Don't nobody want to see that. I like to go ahead and get in front of the news. Don't nobody want, or the story. Don't nobody want to see that. Y'all want to make some money. Give people the classic FF. Don't nobody. If y'all want to update something, if y'all want to change something, watch this. Y'all could always give Johnny a red uniform, a red version of the blue uniform that everybody else is gonna be wearing. We've seen that before, but don't do nothing crazy. Don't do nothing crazy. Let me stay up with these notes. I've never seen a female thing. I'm tired of all these people that aren't fans of the comments coming with all these stupid ideas. There need to be strict drug screens because Diamondback, I'm not tired of it. You know why? Because as long as if you keep putting out bad product, that allows me to put out my product. It's like if me and you both selling hamburgers and your hamburgers taste like garbage, I'm not gonna be mad at you putting out bad hamburgers. Bless you. Low key, I'm gonna be rooting for you to keep putting out bad hamburgers. So low key, pun intended, low key, they want to keep putting out bad content. Keep putting out bad content. Make my job easy. This foolishness is coming from the same group that's paying writers minimum. You know what? Thank you, Grandmother, because I want to ask this question. Hold on. Y'all gonna think I'm petty. You know they were gonna make Coon and C thing. They were. Wow. You know what? I get why Jennifer Walters looked like how she looked when she's Jennifer Walters. But the She-Hulk, she didn't give me none of that. You know how Bruce looked like a nerd. Bruce looked like he stay in the gym. Jennifer don't look like she stay in the gym or nothing like that. So I'm just in my feeling. Bob Bogner, she think it's Ben Grimm ex-wife. You slickster. Yes, let them continue so we can thrive. Exactly. Now, but going back to the writers, I'm curious about that one. Because low-key, I read a report somewhere that Marvel has seen the error of its ways and has started hiring qualified writers. They're no longer getting their writers from the pool they used to get their writers from. So it made me think, if you're a writer right now and you're striking, should you be striking if you were one of the writers that was on an MCU project that underperformed? Like you might not want to be out there. You might not be needing that. You might not need to be out there talking about you need to get paid. Because it might be when somebody looks at you like, no, you don't. Like, here we go. Prime example. Would John really need to be out there right now? Talking about ain't nobody hiring him. Talking about he underpaid. Would John really need to be out there with them right now, picketing? Like, is that the dude that need to be out there talking about he ain't getting I could throw another name out there, but I'm not, because he didn't got enough, and I don't want to do that to him no more. Considering the executives that motive, I don't like hiring anybody that read comic books. Between what Victoria Alonso said, the person that y'all think was responsible for the hottest movie we ever didn't do nothing. I don't want to. That's a lot in it. And then when you think about the fact that quietly the World of Wakanda and the Okoye series got pulled, we ain't hearing too much about Secret Wars no more. So I'll be like this. I'll be like, I think people taking enough L's. I don't need to, the universe is moving in a certain direction. I don't need to add nothing to it. So let me see. Definitely poked the wrong bear. He did. Listen, he did. I could wait, student of the game. What if he'd have said that to Michael Jordan? What if he'd have said that to Kobe Bryant? They'd have gave him 40 for real. They'd have had Dylan Brooks off the court crying like, man, you have to do him like that. Yeah. Boy, you better be glad. You better be glad you talked to the wrong one. She-Hulk was a good FF replacement for Ben Grimm back in the day. Yes, she would have been. D. Stizzle wasn't. She married to Ben. So, oh man, y'all got me laughing with that one. Because I can't imagine that everybody was saying the same thing. LeBron need to bust his butt, and whether LeBron gave you 40 points or 20 for 20, that's a damn thing. Dude hit you for 20 for 20. Bro, you were supposed to come to the podium and say, LeBron got me. LeBron got me. That's all you need to say. He got me. But yeah, the thing about Mila Kunis being the thing though, like this was showing up on the Inside the Magic, TMZ, MovieWeb, and Comic Book Movie. Like it's more than quite a few sites that had her pegged to play the thing, but she says she's not in the movie. Don't nobody want to see the thing. Not only do we not want to see the thing, but I'm gonna go back to my question. Does everybody out there that's striking need to be striking? Some of y'all need to be at home writing. Assured and these there's something in me that's saying the writers aren't aware of that. They're just doing that just to further their campaign of giving us things we didn't ask for. You know, they can stay out there. Um, I'm gonna tell you what writers that I'm gonna tell you the writers that I feel for. The writers that understand what they're doing and aren't afraid to take a stand and say, I'm just not gonna be part of a movie that doesn't represent the character in the right light or doesn't represent people in the right light. Those writers, I'm behind y'all 110%. Some of y'all though, like if you were a writer on the She-Hulk Disney Plus series, should you be out there right now? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Michael J. is petty. He would have humiliated him on the court. I have seen clips of it. Yes, he would have. Would have just been. They'd have had. Yeah, they'd had to get. Yeah, Mike would have. Yeah, yeah. Mike and Kobe. I think Kobe would have gave it to him too, because Kobe would have. And Kobe would have been talking to him the whole time. Like Kobe would have been making shots, talking to him, blocking his shot, talking to him, stealing from him, talking to him, making threes, talking to him, making reverse layups, talking to him, hitting it with them dream shake, talking to him and everything. They'd had to come get Dylan Brooks off there. Yeah, they had to. She's aware never fair doubt they know the bare minimum of FL comic book. Well, they don't. If they're getting minimum wage in Cali, they can't afford the pen and paper the right way. No, they can't. Boy, if you get paid minimum wage in Cali, ooh, good goodness. If you getting paid minimum wage in Cali, the only place you can afford to stay is in South Georgia. I don't think I told no lie. I don't think I told no lie. We're gonna get off into this. And then I'm gonna finish it with something that I know we're gonna love and everything like that. We're gonna talk about some Black Panther villains that we would love to see come back to Marvel Comics. Jessica Giles striking on the sidewalk, the same woman that laughed about emasculating Kevin Feige and getting what she wanted. Yep, all that. Ron DeSantis. I try not to get into politics because, as far as I'm concerned, regardless of whether it's liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican, they don't give a damn about the common man. They just give a damn about themselves and their leaders. Ron DeSantis has made it known that he's getting ready to run for the White House and everything like that. And, you know, my problem with Ron DeSantis is that I know for a fact he's not doing his job. And y'all be Theo, well, what do you mean? Is this Ron DeSantis? No, you just don't like to do because no. Ron DeSantis started his governorship by pointing a finger at people that didn't live in Florida. He made people feel like they were going to lose their jobs to those who weren't Americans. What Ron didn't want to tell people was that who was doing the hiring? Who was doing the hiring? Who was giving those people homes to stay in? Who was signing their leases for them to stay in? Well, Ron DeSantis has bragged about bringing 264,000 private jobs to the state of Florida. That would seem like a win for the state of Florida. But if they are gender swapping the thing, then they are going to gender swap Invisible Woman, make Sue the she thing, and Ben. Man, listen, I ain't gonna be doing no parts of that. Another thing about current Marvel comic employees, they like fighting with fans on social media, like James Gunn. And if they gonna fight with fans, I ain't mad at that. Make sure your content good though. Like if you gonna fight because you got some good content. Don't fight because you can't accept constructive criticism. If DeSantis wins the presidency, I'm leaving this country. Grand Madam Tarot, I will tell you, like I told a young lady in 2019, he will not be the president. She had a question about whether or not Trump was going to win his second presidency, and I guaranteed her that he would not. Ron DeSantis will not be the president for the United States. He'll run, and if he's smart, he won't run. He will stay right here in the state of Florida and focus on the state of Florida. Here's why. Governor Ron DeSantis, your state agencies are failing. Your state agencies are failing because they're undermanned and understaffed. They're undermanned and understaffed because you used those private businesses that you bought into the state of Florida to buy out those state of Florida jobs, the jobs that state employees would normally work at. And instead of the state employee being able to work at those jobs and make a decent wage, i.e. $18 an hour, $17 an hour, you brought in these private companies to buy up the state jobs and employ people for $12 an hour. That's on you because you're the one bragging about it. But anybody in the state of Florida, whether they be Republican, whether they be Democrat, whether they be liberal, whether they be conservative, whether they be a member of the LGBTQ, whether they be heterosexual, whether they be black, whether they be white, whether they be a retired veteran, whether they be somebody that never served in the military, whether they like guns or whether they don't like guns. Every last person in the state of Florida knows damn good and well if you call a state agency, you got to wait for 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 hours just for somebody to get on a damn phone. It ain't but 8 hours in the damn day, Governor DeSantis. 8 hours in the damn day. Who do you think has time to wait on the phone for 5 hours? But you want to run ad campaigns talking about you getting ready to run for the presidency. No, you need to run your ass back to the state of Florida and take care of your damn people. See, what you're not ready for is you not ready for somebody to call your ass out and has no political affiliations whatsoever. You're not prepared for somebody to call your ass out who really at the end of the day gives a damn about the average man and woman. That person who makes between $25,000 and $65,000. You don't give two damns about them. All you give a damn about the elitists. That's who you hired out. That's why you're gentrifying Tallahassee right now. That's why you raising prices in Florida. But you're not making sure your state employees are properly compensated. You're not making sure the people in Florida got easy access to the state agencies. And that's whether you want a gun permit or not. That's whether you need to go get a driver's license or not. That's whether you need to go get a birth certificate or not. That's whether you need to go to the Department of Children and Families or not. That's whether you need to go to the Agency for Healthcare Administration or not. You're failing, dude. You're failing. And every day I go to damn work, it is nothing more than further confirmation that as the governor of the state of Florida, you are found wanting. You are lacking. You are deficient. You are not doing what it takes to get Florida back on her feet. She has not recovered as a state ever since damn COVID. Ever since COVID, she hadn't recovered. You got your ass out here wanting to tell children when they got parents whether or not they can wear masks or not. You want to sit up here and bust people, Latinos up north. I'm going to tell you like this. If you lost a job, you lost a job to somebody that looked like you. If you lost a job to somebody who wasn't from this country, who came across the border, you need to go holler at your boss and understand who your boss look like. Your boss look like you. Your boss don't look like them. That means your boss is avoiding paying taxes. That means your boss is hiring an illegal immigrant. That means your boss is breaking the damn law just so you can't put food on the damn table. But you got an issue with the immigrant? No, you should have a problem with your damn boss. He would have never... Yeah. You would like to think he wouldn't have said it to MJ or Kobe, but these brothers out here now ain't the sharpest pencils in the box. So I don't know. I got kinfolk in Florida and Losell. Yeah, they aren't making good content. Hence the fan backlash. Yes. So Ron DeSantis, you on notice. You got two choices. You can either focus on the state of Florida like you should focus on, or I will do every damn thing I can to stand in your way as far as being the president of the United States of America. And I like me over you all day, twice on Sunday. Because all I got to do is point to the stats in Florida. They're not going to lie. All I got to do is ask you at a press conference to call DCF at 10 o'clock in the morning and watch you sit on hold the entirety of your damn press conference. It's real easy, dude. Don't come to Tallahassee, because if you come to Tallahassee, I'm going to pull up on you and I'm going to embarrass you in front of everybody with a microphone, because I'm going to ask you that question and give you my cell phone. Don't come to Tallahassee. Avoid Tallahassee like it's the plague. Don't come here, because I would call out of work and ask you, what are you doing for Floridians? Not the ones who are kissing your ass, but the ones who go to work for 8 hours a day. What are you doing for Floridians? Not for the people that you brought into Florida, talking about you brought in 264,000 jobs. No, what have you done for your Floridians that have been in the state of Florida long before your ass became governor? We're going to find out. Stay out of Tallahassee. I swear the Tea Party MAGA people vote based on what they relate to. Marjorie T. Green, DeSantis, Palin, Trump, Bush, they all have something in common. Pretty sure they all lick windows. What I will say is we need to remind people that this country is for the people, by the people, and it's not for elitists. At the end of the day, we have a lot of politicians around here, regardless of what party they claim, just wanting to cozy up the people so they can get to DC. And you know what? I'm not mad at the hustle. I'm not mad at the hustle. What happened? You go to DC, you gotta die. That's what happened when you get to DC. You got to die. And what happens if you become president? He becomes president what? He's set for the rest of his damn life. He ain't got to work. He ain't worried about what Floridians worried about. He ain't worried about no gun license. He ain't worried about no driver's license. He ain't worried about no health care. He does not have day-to-day worries. The thing is, he also does not have day-to-day empathy for his people. That means if you're a piss poor governor, you'll be a piss poor president. Not on my watch, Ron. You good. DeSantis is running on culture war since he has no actual policy. DeSantis is glad that I'm trying not to say nothing to that dude, because I really be like, it's more people in the state of Florida, more influential people in the state of Florida, higher ranking brothers and sisters in the state of Florida that know exactly what I know that could actually call that dude out. It's people in the state of Florida that look like Ron DeSantis, that don't like Ron DeSantis, that are more influential than I am, that knows what he's doing, that need to be speaking out on Ron DeSantis. It ain't that damn difficult. Bruh, do your damn job as a governor and become great at that one first before you worry about being a president. Because you half-assing right now. And the reason why you half-assing, because you got one foot on the banana peel and one foot out the damn door. Theo, did you move yet, or are you staying in Tallahassee? Me and my wife are getting ready to move in the next couple of days. It will be to another resident in Tallahassee, but I do believe that we are going to visit Atlanta in the next couple of months and everything like that. That is the destination, huh? Next month. She said next month. See how she got me? Next month. So that's the destination. We're trying to get there. I believe Diabolical Nerd is in Atlanta and everything, or close to it. I was going to try and link up with him when I got there. I think we have a lot of people. Shout out to Byron Exton Smith and everything like that. We have a lot of talented people. And let me say this, and it's just basically piggybacking off of the conversation. Like I said, the conversation that I had with Blue, it was eye-opening. You know, two people can feel the same way, but not using the same words and everything. Stuff can get lost in the translation. And I understand exactly what Blue was coming from. When I sit back and I think of the things that we are capable of doing, we say we come from a land of kings and queens, but we look for stuff to be handed to us. We complain about stuff over and over and over again. I don't think kings and queens complain about stuff. They may say something once or twice, but after that, they're gonna handle it themselves. We got 7 black billionaires in America. 7. We're not even gonna count the millionaires. But if we got 7 black billionaires, why are HBCUs falling behind? That don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me. Why are HBCUs falling behind? Why can the narrative be about us that it's better to go deal with somebody else than deal with our own? Like that? Yeah, they can. Absolutely, D. I agree. Definitely understood it in text format. And it made me sit back and think. I'm like, when I look at us, when I look at us as a people, I love us. I say that all the time. I love us. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I love us. There's nothing that we can't do. Like I love it. And we the various shades of brown that we come in. Oh man, and the stuff that we can do with our hair. Like I love us. If I had to come back, if I died today or tomorrow, and somebody gave me a choice as to how I could come down, and they told me everything that was going to come along with however I chose to come down, I would come down just like this. I don't know why we struggle as a people. If I look at the fact that we make up the second largest ethnic group, if I look at the fact that we make up the second largest ethnic group in this country, I don't know why we struggle. I don't. If we say we love this, like we say we love it, I have no idea why we don't speak not one language. It's 2023. I just turned 55. I asked this question 10 years ago. To a degree, I'm still getting the same lackluster answers from us as a people. Why we care so much about somebody else's as opposed to ours? Why can we have no problem learning somebody else's language, but toss 1,000,001 excuses when it comes to learning one from Africa? If I ever realize my dream of building a town, you all have a place there. Man, listen, how about this one? How about we build a town together? When people came over here, there was no such thing as a town. It's just a group of people. They built a settlement. The settlement became a town. The town became a city. The city became a state. We keep thinking we got to do this individually. We ain't never done anything individually. It's always been us together. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll promise you, we go to school every damn day. And mind you, we know for a fact, those of us that just think common sense, why we're not even speaking our native tongue. This is an additional language for us. We're not speaking our native tongue, and we so okay with it. I had somebody tell me the other day, there's something like African talk or basically slang. That's not a language. We got quite a few. We're not even trying to learn one, but we'll send our children to school every damn day to learn French and Spanish. We'll go to the dry cleaners, the laundromat, and somebody be right there teaching their child, talking to their child in a language that we know ain't English, it ain't French, and it ain't Spanish. And that child is sitting there having a whole damn conversation. When we know that child gonna go to school, that child is going to clap out. If that child decide to go to college, that child is going to clap out being able to take 2 languages. They already send their kids to school with an advantage over ours. That don't bother nobody. That don't bother nobody. My French teacher at Florida State, I can say it now because I'm not with the young lady that I was with at the time. I'm with my wife. My French teacher at Florida State, one of the dark-skinned, baddest ass sisters. I swear to God, I almost thought she was almost shaped like damn Serena Williams. Made it easy, but she was teaching me French. A sister, dark-skinned sister. Why I couldn't learn Xhosa from her? Why I couldn't learn Swahili from her? French? She was from France. So I can't say if she was Haitian Creole. I can tell you that she was from France. And I almost want to say to a degree she grew up around France, but watch this. You say what you want to. She was African. She was proud of her heritage. So if anything, she was a French African. When she came to school class every day, she was not dressed like a French woman, even though she was speaking French. She wasn't. She was dressed like a sister. Yeah. Sister from, So she wasn't dressed like sister from here. She dressed like a sister from over there. Yeah. That's how that was. That's how that was. What's going on, Byron Smith? What's going on? Miss Monique, what's going on? So That's always, I'm gonna catch up on these notes. It also said when children don't want to speak their native language because they are being looked at strange. And who's gonna stop them from being looked at strange? Us. We gotta empower them. I said something the other day. I would love to be on the corner. Yes, I said it, on the corner with my homeboys, chilling, and we all speaking either Xhosa or Swahili fluently. Police pull up and we turn around and we say something to each other in Xhosa or Swahili that the police officer can't understand. Like, or we be around any other race and we speak in a language they don't understand. I don't want to speak French. I don't want to speak French. As I said to somebody else, they be like, Theo, that's the only thing stopping me from getting my bachelor's degree. French 2 and French 3. Other than that, I'd have took and passed all the other damn classes. I don't want to take French 2 and French 3. I know what Blue told me. Albany State does offer different languages. Not just French and Spanish, but also languages from the motherland. FAMU. I'm in Tallahassee. French and Spanish. There's something psychologically wrong when HBCUs ain't even questioning that. How are you teaching a language? How? I don't, that ain't making sense to me. It also said, let me see, keep up with these notes. The language you speak also determines your mindset. Learning new languages broadens the mind. Yes, it does. My guy, D. Steve. Hey, Byron, I want to make sure I keep up with these notes because I don't want to, not keep up with y'all and everything like that. Oh, yes, I'm right below Atlanta. There's a lot of filming in my area. We definitely link up. I just got access to a major movie studio. We'll chat later on that. For sure, for sure. Like I said, me and the missus are coming up in there and everything like that in the next month. What's that?
The weekend of the 24th.
The weekend of the 24th, my wife says we will be in the ATL. So we're looking to make connections and everything like that, make it do what it do. So yeah, that thing is bothering me. We keep talking about who we say we are as a people. I don't want to be a black people. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I know that might mean something to some other people, but I don't want to do the black people thing. Everybody's proud of their ethnicity. And as I said it before, what do we do? Because on Black History Month, what do we do Black History Month? Nothing. What do we do on St. Patrick's Day? Whole damn parade. Whole damn parade. Okay, well, what is Notre Dame? That's an Irish Catholic school. Okay, well, what are we doing on Cinco de Mayo? That's May 5th. What are we doing? Whose legacy, whose ethnicity are we celebrating? We don't do anything on February except say that's Black History Month. There is no parade. There's no color that if you don't wear, you're going to get pinched. People ask me all the time, I ain't celebrated St. Patrick's Day since I was in elementary school because I never understood why I was celebrating St. Patrick's Day. That's not my day. That's not my day. And if I want to celebrate wearing green, there's actually some green right there. I got green in my ethnicity for its own reason. I don't need to celebrate that. Walking around like a leprechaun, that ain't my thing. Yes, I love hearing other languages. And this young girl says she doesn't want to speak in Creole because it's not made the norm here in America. You are correct. I like I said, I would rather somebody ask me, because as my wife alluded to, French, Latin, Spanish, different things. We asked the question, there was a question asked, well, what language in Africa would we teach? Okay, well, does it matter? Imagine the school where you had Xhosa and Swahili to choose from. We don't even have that. But imagine the option to take French, Spanish, Xhosa, or Swahili. Imagine what that would be like. But we don't have one language. So would we really have a problem learning if they put one as an elected? Are we going to sit back and say, well, man, I don't know where I'm from in Africa, man. I don't really want to take Swahili. Well, I don't know where I'm from in Africa, man. I don't really want to take Zosa. So what's your alternative? Let me take French or Spanish? You know damn good and well you ain't from France or Spain either. When y'all come, I'll hook y'all up with a free photo shoot. Man, I don't want no photo shoot. I want to conduct business. I want to see how we get up there to the ATL for good, how we get some movies made. That's what I want to talk about. Huh? Oh Lord. See, you got my wife away talking about she want to do a photo shoot.
That give me a reason to make my hair pretty.
I ain't good enough.
I said make my hair pretty.
I know, but I'm saying like I ain't good enough for you to make your hair pretty.
Baby, you like my hair however it is.
I know, but I'm saying like, you know,
Like
because speaking in other languages, even our names being from other countries and continents are changed to Americanized names. Yes, go ahead. Listen. Oh, if I ain't have children, my last name wouldn't be Butler. And I don't even go by Gerald. I don't even go by Gerald. And if I didn't have children, I wouldn't be going by Butler. If I didn't have my grandfather, who, and I got to give it up to him. It says a whole lot when it's not just good enough for you to take your grandson in, you actually adopt him to, officially making him your son. Anderson Butler did his thing. Y'all come, I'll hook y'all up with a free photo shoot. St. Patrick is honored for running the pagan black tour people into the Atlantic to die. See? How many people know that? So what we celebrating on St. Patrick's Day? Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not mad at nobody else, but that's not my day. That ain't my day. He said we still gonna conduct business, just an expand the gift to you and the missus. For sure. Say less. So
thank you, because I need some pictures for my page.
She said she needs some pictures for her page. But I ain't gonna dwell on that too long and everything like that. We need to come together. I believe there's strength in us coming together as a people and everything like that. We've exemplified that in the past. I believe we need to get back to exemplifying that and everything like that. It said take a village, right? Say it take a village. Let's talk about some Black Panther villains, though. I want to get into that. We're going to end it with a high note because we talk about the other stuff all day long. Black Panther villains. What Black Panther villains do we want to see come back? Eve, you was wrong. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I got two. Yes, Wakanda. Listen, I ain't forgot you. What it is, when me and the missus get to the new place, I'm going to have more freedom to do what I want to do. And that's low-key what I've been waiting on. Once we get there, Byron, stand by. That's all I'm going to tell you. Byron, stand by. So, villains. Black Panther villains. Rogue Gallery. I got two I want to see come back. One low-key did come back in the Wakanda 5-issue series, King Cadaver. He did come back. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing him. I would like to see more of him. The other person that I really want to see, though, Akibi. Madam Slay at her worst. I like that. Madam Slay. Madam Slay did show up in the same Wakanda issue. I want to say issue 5. That's the one that has Okoye on the cover. Madam Slay did. She didn't really do too much in that and everything. She talked a good game. She really ain't do nothing. She showed up in the same issue, issue 5 with Baron McCall. What I want to say, King Cadaver. Yeah, she showed up in the same issue with King Cadaver. But I want to see Akibi. Let me tell you something. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Akibi, but this is what I found to be interesting. I know myself, Mr. Smith have talked about Akibi. Now, I have, how can I put it? What's the word I want to say? I'm on the surface when it comes to familiarity with Akibi. Black on black created, black directed. Yes. Black in front of the camera, black behind the camera, black working the camera. All black. I believe we can do it, and people like to say that we can't work together. No, that's a damn lie. I believe when you got people that's got a like mindset and everything like that, you can get things accomplished. If other ethnicities, see what I said? if other ethnicities can work together. I don't know why they keep thinking we can't. But Akibi, many look at Akibi as, and this is from CBR.com. So it wasn't just me who was looking at this, or others who looked at Akibi like this. Deadly Bonds on Tubi. Don't forget. No, I have not forgot. And there's a reason why I have not watched it yet, but I'm of the mindset it's probably getting watched, if not tomorrow, Friday. Friday. Some stuff I just be ashamed to talk about. But what they've considered was Akibe, Christopher Priest, and many fans call him the Joker of the Black Panther. He's never been written like that. But what do we like to say about T'Challa? We say he's similar to who? Okay, well, there's and the Joker is one of the best villains, point blank, period. Like, let's not act like that. The Joker is one of the best villains out there, period. We got a Kibi out here who ain't no different than the Joker, aside from the fact that he's not white with red lips and green hair. He's not. But a homicidal maniac, a pathological liar, a dude who has a great taste for murder and cruelty with a master's in manipulation. No, what that sound like? It sound like this. A master's, yeah, the dude got a master's in manipulation. Like, that sound like the dude over in DC. But we don't see this dude like that. We don't see, no, we just keep getting Eric Clark. Don't do that no more. I don't want to see Eric Killmonger, not for a minute. You bring Eric back, he better be a hero. Anti-hero. Don't bring that dude back for a minute. I don't want to see that. Paul Martin, my phone won't let me type Akibe without autocorrect. Akibe and Baron McAbee. I want to see him too. Like, T'Challa got some folks. T'Challa got folks on his rogues gallery that would give other heroes in the MCU a problem. And we keep acting like that. No. Damn it. Who else we want to see? Moreland and Nightshade. Moreland low-key did make a return. He did, but it was in a Spider-Man comic book, that whole Spider-Verse thing and everything like that. But yeah, Moreland, you know what? See, the thing is, when we say Moreland, we got to understand, because Comic Books Explained misspoke on his channel and everything. He said Black Panther, ran Moreland or Fade, and he was talking about T'Challa. T'Challa was not running no Moreland or Fade. It was T'Challa and Aurora doing what they need to do to get his butt brought back to reality. It was Shuri. And she needed help from Zaravari, because if Zaravari ain't got that spell ready on hand when Moreland get there, I'm not too sure that's going to work out in her favor either. But Moreland does come back to Wakanda. It should be him seeking revenge on Shuri, understanding or realizing too late that she no longer has the totem pole, but because of her new power set, she run that fade on him. Like, because we still have not seen Shuri's power set as the griot get expanded upon like it should. Eve, Miss Ewing, I'm hoping you do something with that. I don't want to, I know what other folks are saying, but she's the griot. So yeah, but who else we got here? We got Uncle Taki in the building. Lakeith Stanfield could be good as a Kibi. No lies detected. Damn it, I want to see him do damn near anything. Like, honestly, Lakeith Stanfield to me is one of the most, and I don't even know if he's underrated. To me, if you've seen Lakeith Stanfield act, you know he can act, and you know he got depth. So I don't know if it's one of those things. I just need to see the brother get more opportunities. But then again, that's us being in control of stuff. Black studios, black directors, black actors, black executives. We got a lot of talent out here. Something went wrong, try again. He got that permanent evil smile. Yeah, he got a permanent evil smile. That's not malice. Which one? Which malice we talking about? Because I like what you said. It's just which one? I don't think we got enough of the first one. I don't, and I know Eric named Nakia after her, but I would love to see more done with the original Malice. I would, because she was throwing spears through walls. I was like, wait a minute, you got it like that. T'Challa needs a masters of evil team of villains from his lord. He does, and I think that would be. Could we imagine a story in which T'Challa is under duress in Wakanda because he, and I'm not talking about for the people and everything like that. No, Akibe, uh, Akibe definitely. Well, Akibe ain't gonna play fair. See, that's the whole thing. That's the thing that I like about it. Remember the I want to say, it was the Crisis, and Lex Luthor told the other Lex from the other universe. He said you should have let the Joker play. Everybody know that you don't do that. I need to see that where Akibe put the other villains in Wakanda on notice. Boy, if Akibe being the most feared person in Wakanda, like the other villains running from that dude, like that type of writing, we need that. The black villain, the advisor from War Machine series would be good. Denzel or Chiwetel would kill that role. Can we just get Marvel to give us? Can we get Marvel to? You know what, You know what? See, Paul. Now you got me saying Marvel need to have. It'll be a department of Marvel Studios. They need to call it Black Ops. That's what that division of Marvel need to be. They need to be called Black Ops. And all projects featuring black superheroes come from that wing. Don't nobody else get to mess with it. Because what you just said wasn't no lie. I just know it ain't going to get done right unless you there, C there, Mama there, Bell there, we there. I'm sorry. I was having a moment. I like that Lakeith Stanfield. Yes, I like that. Lakeith Stanfield. Yep. Lakeith Stanfield, of course, now, because folks just don't appreciate, we could have had a whole trilogy with, Lakeith Stanfield coming in, playing Kibi, but people don't have vision, so I don't know. I don't know, man. Paul, you got me depressed. You got me depressed. I'm sitting up here thinking about, honestly, I was thinking the other night and I was like, it's a damn shame. Idris Elba is a phenomenal actor. A phenomenal actor. He deserves more than what he got in the MCU. The guy that played the Watcher, Jeffrey, and I because my first introduction to Jeffrey was what's the name of the movie? Y'all help me out. My first introduction to Shab. Do you like the I do. Now I can't lie, I know some other people that have said some stuff and everything like that. I do like his new design. I actually do, because it's just one of many. And the thing about new designs is the old designs are always still there for you to fall back on. Now I'm assuming that his new design is going to play a role in her series and everything like that. I see he has a shield. That's nice, because we've seen him with a shield in Wakanda, and we know shields were one of the things that our African brothers prided themselves on back in the day, is their shield design. So I'm for it and everything like that, just as long as it serves a purpose. Like I said, I want her to. This is how, to me, she would know that she's been accepted, been seen as a great writer on that run, when she gets her own action figure. No MCU T'Challa interacting with the FF X-Men and them street heroes is beyond absurd. All the way live absurd, but I tell you what I feel, these Steeds, like I said earlier and everything like that. I feel like Marvel know they effed up. And if I could be wrong, but I feel like we will not get any other Black Panther stuff until they reset the MCU. I think it's like it's the quietness on the world of Wakanda and the Okoye series. That's because they looking at people can say what they want to, but when they looking at how that last movie played out across the spectrum, They not list. People can be Marvel fanboys all day long. Marvel's not listening to you. Marvel is looking at the almighty dollar. So you can say Marvel didn't lose money. In the boardroom, they know what took place. In the boardroom, they know how that merchandise moved. In the boardroom, they have people telling them about what's taking place on social media. They know damn good and well why they ignored what was said before they did Black Panther 2. Should they want to do anything else, if it's not being supported by what's on the message boards, they're not going to do it. I want to see the MC2U T'Challa use an American accent briefly on a covert app. Chadwick would have been the perfect person to play that. Actually, if they were to cast, and I don't know, the brother that plays on the brother that's on Snowfall, they said they want him to be King the Conqueror. Why he can't be T'Challa? Let that dude bulk up. Let him get on his Chris Hemsworth routine, weight gain routine, and everything like that. Because he would be able to do that for you. He would be able to give us exactly what we want. Be able to have that accent, and then go on a covert op. Now, Paul, here's the sad part. See how you said covert op? What did we get promised a year ago? We got promised a spy and espionage tale. And you know what we got? We got every Wakandan in their mama speaking ghetto-fied Ebonics, if I can say that. Didn't get them to speak like Wakandans for nothing. But you know that would have worked. You would have thought that in a spy espionage tale, we would have got a story of T'Challa speaking like a Wakandan, then doing something where he got to sound perfectly like he, But no, we didn't get that. Great point. I'm still pissed that T'Challa versus Namor didn't happen. Well, what I can tell you that make you feel a little bit good, it's a little bit off the cuff. Tanaka Horta Namor action figures are being sold for $10. 6-inch action figures. See? Nobody wants that damn Namor. Right, the shoulder piece becomes a shield, and I believe he has a spear to go with it. I'm liking it. I just want to see it be. Here's what I would want. I want his uniform to be practical in ways in which none of Shuri's stuff was practical when the previous writer was writing her. Like, we didn't get any practicality out of her power set nor her uniform. So as long as it makes sense, I'm here for it. Low box office and merch isn't lost on them. Exactly. Why aren't these studios not learning from the phase of the rest of the comic book movies that were terrible? True insanity. I don't have an answer for you. Like, I thought about that diabolical. I think those of us that have been watching superhero movies for years, we all go back to that Batman and Robin movie. We go back and look at it. We like, we knew that was garbage. First, when they cast Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, we was like, you want me to take Arnold Schwarzenegger seriously? Dude that don't even talk right? You want me to take him seriously as a menacing villain? Nope. Then you put nipples on the costume. What was that for? And ironically enough, even though you put nipples on the guy's costume, you didn't have no nipples on the girl's costume. Would have made it odd. Definitely would have made it odd. But what was the nipples for? What was that about? That script was hot garbage. And people like to say Blade didn't save the superhero franchise. Okay, well, it wasn't Spider-Man. And the only movie that got people up to go see Spider-Man, it was Blade. Y'all say what y'all want to. It was Blade. So just got home from Bible study. We're gonna have to get up with that, Mr. Smith. You gotta tell them what the word is for today. They know they fired the Disney CEO at an Elton John concert when they found out that they wasn't going to get a profit from Wakanda Forever. No, they're not getting no money. Damson Idris would have fit T'Challa over Kang any day. Yes, that's the name, Damson Idris. Okay, thank you. I keep forgetting his name. He would make a great T'Challa for me. Actually, because of who he is, his look and everything, I believe he would be able to play T'Challa for about 10 to 15 years. Just my thinking. Strange, very strange. Definitely Blade. I would have been cool with Arnold as Omega Red back in the day. But yeah, that Batman and Robin, hot garbage. That movie was the death knell of superhero movies. Kevin Feige keeps wanting to call it superhero fatigue. It's not superhero fatigue. Fatigue is, and I I'm gonna give Kevin Feige a trophy for his wordplay. It's not superhero fatigue. Fatigue means you're tired of something. Nico Bay just got home from Bob on BJJ class, slowly turned to my Black Panther fan fiction character. There it is. Shake my head. We went to see Batman and Robin on opening day too. I walked out of that movie theater like I need a drink. Yes, a strong drink, a strong drink. But when we get with it though, when we think about it, fatigue, it means you're tired. Tired of what? I don't think anybody's tired of superhero movies. I think if you got a great plot, some great acting, I think you're gonna enjoy the movie, because that's any movie, to be perfectly honest with you. Any movie, regardless of the genre, as long as you got some great writing, some great acting and everything like that, nobody cares if that what the genre of movie is. Great acting, great writing. What people are tired of are bad superhero movies. Plots that you putting together your damn Ant-Man and the Quantumania. Really? Kang the Conqueror and the Quantumania facing off against Ant-Man? Scott Lang Ant-Man. Not Henry Pym. Not Henry Pym and Janet Van Dyne. But he facing off against Scott Lang, the thief. Not the one who invented the Pym particles. Not him. The one who was gifted the Pym particles. Him. I like Batman Forever, but that was a task too. Yes, it was. Tired of them taking too many liberties with the source material. Exactly. Sounds like Kevin is self-projecting, saying hero fatigue. If that him, don't put that on us. We want good hero movies. That's all it is. We want good hero movies, and we don't want the good hero movies that they want to give us. That's the other thing. I don't know when this happened. I used to be a DJ. Those of us that have DJ, we know what rule number one is. Don't play the music you want to play, you want to listen to. That is rule number one. I get it. Because I'm telling y'all right now, if I ever had a job over at Marvel, I would be green lighting Alpha Flight. I would. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be great. I would be green lighting and fast tracking Alpha Flight. I would, because I know once that movie get out, it's gonna open up a whole world of other superheroes. We got the list on black folks and their heroes fatigue. We don't play homage to source material fatigue. Why can't we have it be happy fatigue? Yes. I got this fatigue. Why do I know more than the writer director, and why do I know more about the hero than the writer director for the hero or the comic book writer for the hero? That makes no sense to me. I shouldn't know more. I shouldn't care more. As a fan, I should not care more about the hero than the writer director comic book writer does. Bob Iger's patience will get short even for Feige. Not the superhero genius Hank, the ex-thief. Not him, not Hank. Not the dude who work with Bill Foster to allow you to grow. Because we need to know if Scott Lang didn't figure out how to grow. No, he got that from Bill. He got that from Bill. Bill was the one that was growing. Right? Right. So, but I'm scared of Scott. Who asked for Agatha Harkness into the Covenant? Who asked for that? Who asked for that? All this stuff that they getting ready to drop out. This is how you know, nah, you're not doing movies for me, fam. You're doing movies for you. I'm gonna let you be great. The movies that they're putting out, those comic book, the characters in those movies, they don't even move the comic books. So how you finna put out the movie? Who going to go see it? Ain't nobody checking for Agatha. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody checking for that. But you finna put it, who did you convince to cut you a paycheck to put that out? That's the move. When people talk about how, they want to do diversity and ethnicity, I got a gay dude Okay. I got a female that suffers low key from schizophrenia. Okay. I got a black guy in there. I do. I got a football player in there that just breaks down the stereotypes altogether because he's a football player with a PhD. low key, if I really wanted to be petty, you know who I would get to play Walter Lankowski? The dude who, Kevin Grabo. If I wanted to be really, really petty, because Kevin Grabo fits Walter Lankowski to a T, a football player with a PhD. That ain't, I'm just. Then you got a husband and wife that's married. Like they both being superheroes. And she ain't the, she ain't the damsel in distress. They both scientists. They get along. I ain't never heard of James Hudson cheating on his wife. I ain't never heard of it. Then you got short people. You got Puck. So we have, I don't know what's called short people. We have short people featured them. That movie with Kid. And then if I ain't introducing Moses Magnum as a baddie, I could easily throw Count Nefaria in there as a baddie. Low key, I could use that to backdoor the X-Men into the MCU. What we missing? But let them tell it though. They know what they're doing. Is it me or should we be asking for them to bring back Ed Norton to play Hulk in the band? I'm not. See, you late to the party. I'm not. I work at Burger King. It's not my job to help McDonald's out. They ain't gotta give me nothing. We didn't say it. They know. Well, if they, you know what? It ain't for me to tell them. They better pay attention to these message boards. Pay attention to the social media. They pick it up like that. Was it just Agatha and no Wanda like? Was it no Wanda? Yeah, like that's because Steve help me out. Before, we started doing this whole thing with Wanda, back in the day, our attachment to Agatha was she was Franklin Richards' babysitter. That's just, she had the big eyebrows and everything, high arching. She had the arch for the eyebrows. So, you Franklin Richards' babysitter. I don't know where this come from. Like this, I don't know why I should care about you like this. I like you ain't never been that person for me to sit up here and want to watch a weekly series of you. No, you a babysitter. You a baby. You know what you are? You're the oldest version. She's the older version of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That's Agatha Harkness. I don't know why I'm watching that. I don't. And not that's no shade at the actress. I believe she's phenomenal. Just nobody gives two damn about the character. She was never She was never a star character. And the X-Men, if that ever comes out, yeah, all this fake representation is fatiguing. We need, Alpha Flight. Like, first of all, I left out Shaman. Like, you see how much representation we got in this movie, and we ain't got to fake the funk not one time. All we got to do is have a great story. Okay. Moses, Department H. We ain't low-key got to get no origin story. Department H. They already there. We can have it where Moses Magnum is trying to tell some stuff. Or Count Nefaria is about to tell some stuff. James Hudson say, hey man, I think it's about that time. We can even have them flirt around and like, you don't want to use Weapon X? Like, nah, I think we can hold off on Weapon X. What Department H got this for right now? Man, make it do what it do. Give us the movie. What you waiting on? You giving us all this other stuff ain't nobody asking for. Who asked for Young Avengers? Nobody asked for that. Endure from Bewitched. Yeah, that's who she is. Basically. Thank you. See, that's why I love the Rock With Me Nation. Because we watch TV. They think we don't watch stuff. We watch stuff. You have a plethora of awesome unused characters. Marvel is a plethora. For what reason? We got Windshield. I was looking at the Black Panther villains, and I'm like, a villain we ain't seen in a minute. Like, and I mean, they need to redo the. First of all, who knew that Helmut Zemo was a main Black Panther antagonist? Had no idea about that one. But where's it? Not Zenzi, not Tattoo, not Akibi. Not Claw. I don't want to see him no more either. Not White Wolf. Not that dude. Not M'Baku. I'm gonna go back. It's a dude. I want to say Wind Eagle. Wind Eagle. Have we not seen Wind Eagle in a minute? Wind Eagle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. King Cadaver. We ain't seen him in a minute. White Wolf. Nobody cared about Ape Man, Ape Claw, Eric Killmonger. No, I get old Wicked Witch of the West vibes from MCU Agatha, basically. Vindicator, Puck, Sasquatch. So man, yeah, Yahia could easily play Brother Voodoo. I don't want to see him as that's the other brother that I was thinking, like, y'all finna waste him. Y'all really finna waste him on Wonder Man? Like, how many characters could this dude play? Like, you really finna waste him on Wonder Man? A side character? A side character. That's all I can say, a side character. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, I can't tell the brother what role to go out for. That's what his agent is for. Who is it? I'm trying to. Nakia Shakur, Helmet Zemo. I know is it Winshear? Zenzi. What's the character's name? I think he's Native American, flies around on wings and everything like that. Tattoo. Akibe. Claw. I know if D Real was here, he remembered the dude. White Wolf. M'Baku. Let me see. Is it Wind Eagle? Y'all help a brother out. Because I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer in here. We going on 10 o'clock. Was 9:26. Y'all been rocking with your boy for a good 2 hours. I appreciate that and everything like that. I think we got a lot of information covered. I still want to see Black. Let me see Black Panther. Is it Winshear? Winshear, Wind Eagle. Wind Eagle, Black Panther. My wife is doing hair right now, so she can't help me. Y'all, Wind Eagle, there it is. Thank you. I knew somebody was gonna do it. Mr. Ray Smith is in the building. Always hold it down. Funny they bring back Simon Williams in after Vision Ultron died. You know what we didn't get to see, and this is where we saw the android in Captain America: The First Avenger. We saw Simon Williams show up in what was it, Thor Ragnarok and everything like that. They had the little image of him and everything like that. Now they get ready to bring him in. So and we had Ultron. We had Ultron, Age of Ultron, and everything like that. Division, WandaVision. We're not gonna get none of them on the same screen. We're not gonna get any of them on the screen at the same damn time. Just think about that for a second. We're not going to get any of them on the screen at the same damn time. And that's a damn shame in and of itself. Wind Eagle is deep cut. Yes. Wind Eagle could have showed up in like the first 30, 45 minutes. He could have been a reoccurring Black Panther villain. Should still be a reoccurring Black Panther villain. We don't use him. There were quite a few villains. What was it? Soul Collector or something like that. The dude that looked like he was looked like a member of the KKK dressed in red. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Just looked it up. Wind Eagle. Funny thing they bring Simons with. Yeah. So he's got a history of villains. So I'm hoping. I'm hoping that when it comes to the character, that when Eve Ewing touches him and everything that touches him, that don't sound right. When Eve Ewing does him, I'm hoping that she does something. I'm hoping that, and I know some people would be glad to see it. I'm hoping that she doesn't kill off the characters that the guy before her introduced and everything. I hope that she finds some usage for those characters, something that allows those characters to build their stories off and everything. I would like to see, I think we could see members from T'Challa's Rogues Gallery. I understand she has to tell a story, but as I said, I'm rooting for her, understanding that this, and I wanted to touch on this. understand black writers might not always be given the opportunity that other writers are given. They might walk into a room and their arms might be tied behind their back before they can do the story that they want to do. I believe that that's when it's upon us to challenge the editor. Ain't no way he is Simon is hooking up with Wanda. No, that's not gonna happen. That's Elizabeth Olsen and Yahoo kissing KISSING on the big screen. No, that's not gonna happen. Or Carol Danvers like in the comics. No. Carol Danvers is supposed to be in love with James Rose. And aside from that little side look they gave each other, which was similar to the side look that Okoye and Anika gave each other, ain't nobody telling that they in a relationship and everything like that. They don't want to explore that. But that make me go back to before. You know what? Because I don't want to get off this. If Monica Rambeau, Mr. Smith, you here? You hear, Mr. Smith? I just need to know if you here. Because you have been saying something for the longest time. Monica Rambeau is the most powerful cosmic force according to CBR.com. She is. Let me say this one more time. According to CBR.com, coming off the heels of Eve Ewing's issue 5 of Photon, Monica Rambeau is the most powerful cosmic force, period. According to CBR.com, Monica is stated to be that nice when it comes to a power set. That's it. Let's play. Let's play. So if Monica Rambeau is the most powerful cosmic force in the MCU, what happens if her and Adam Bashir have a child? The doors to the church are open this evening. My wife just stared a hole into me. I know. I got questions. If she's the most, because I didn't say this. They said this off the heels of what Eve did. If Monica Rambeau is the most powerful cosmic force, according to CBR, because she's able to break reality, what happens if her and Adam Bashir get together and have a child? I got a better question for you, because I said I wanted to play. Remember when we was in our feelings by issue 1, because Monica's parents had told her that Adam was too old for her? Well, we know Adam is too old for her based off the fact that low-key Adam is immortal. He's slow to age because of his power set. Is it not safe to say that based on her power set as the most powerful cosmic force, we didn't say she was a person. We didn't say she was the most cosmically powerful human. That's not what we said. We didn't say entity. We said force. Safe to say she ain't aging either. So why can't, hey, Miss Ewing, Miss Eve, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Because they got Franklin, Miss Eve, us over here in the brother and sister community, us in the congregation, we would like it if we could get some black on black love and have an OP child too. That's all I'm saying. We would like that. We don't want Franklin Richard. We don't want Franklin. He already got black hair. I don't know how he went from being blonde to having black hair. We don't want him to turn black. We don't. We want our own. We want Monica Rambeau and Adam Bashir. Heard you got something in the low key. You got T'Challa getting ready to hook up with a sneaky link. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. But can we get some black on black love around here? Like my wife, you know what? My bad. I said black on black love. That's a race. Can we get some African American? It would be between Adam Bashir and Monica Rambeau. That would be African American love. But we would wind up getting from T'Challa and that young lady that you African love. African love. So can we get some African love? Some African American love. You know what I'm saying? Can we, you know what I'm saying? Can we? I don't know. I was trying to make it hard. Can we get that? That's all I'm saying. Don't tell Feige that. That's an instant nerve. Man, listen, we don't want nothing. Listen, I don't want to talk about Kevin Feige. Franklin would have some competition. Boy, well, look at him, wouldn't he have some competition? Look here, look at him. Boy, look at him. When he has some competition. And you know what? Because that child is a product of Monica Rambeau and Adam Bashir, they can age that child up if they want to. The child can't build a break in reality. The child got the powers from the, what was it? No, negative, not negative energy. The child, antimatter. The child got powers over antimatter and reality. Good God Almighty Jesus. I'm here for it. You know what? We need us in the bullpen. Captain Universe is also OP. John Hickman made a young black woman, Tamara DeVoe, Captain Universe. See, you know what? Jonathan Hickman be showing us some love. Because I had a friend ask me about Roberto DaCosta. He's like, he wanted to see Roberto DaCosta come up. And I say, man, Roberto DaCosta got a lot of respect on his name. You ain't really finna try Roberto DaCosta. Like, he don't even go by Sunspot no more. No, you better call him. I don't even think he go by Roberto no more. I just think it's Robert or Mr. DaCosta. But you better put some respect on that young man name. Like, you're not finna try him. I told my dog, I said, hey, when last time you read something about Roberto DaCosta? He said, man, it's been a minute. I said, you know the group AIM? He said, yeah. I said, who you think run AIM? He said, MODOK. I said, no, Roberto bought our AIM a while ago. Roberto got the advanced idea mechanics working for him. Like that, if that ain't a move, I have the Sunspot action figure too. I do. That is a nice action figure. It really, really is. And I'm probably gonna do something to make me a custom Sunspot and just a black tux, because that's all he really be in right now. It's black tuxedos and everything like that. So as we got Melanated Love. Yeah, we need to get that, Captain. Yeah. So listen, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. We gonna come back. What a week it was, Wednesday and everything like that. I am getting more action figures happy. I'm getting more action figure happy. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Before y'all go, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. Like it. Hit the like button and everything like that. Y'all stay up with me. Like I said, we're definitely gonna be dropping tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be dropping a video. Y'all look for that around about, I want to say like 9 o'clock. I'm gonna be doing the last Black Panther story. I didn't say that. I mean, technically I did just say it, but that's what the story is. Last Black Panther story. Marvel Voices, World of Wakanda and everything like that. I want to make sure I get y'all up to speed on that and everything like that. And I'm also, one of the reasons tonight why I talked villains from Black Panther is I'm going to start bringing y'all shorts where we talk about, I don't want to say obscure, but we're going to start talking about villains from Black Panther. I'm just going to be dropping shorts and everything like that. So I think we'll have that to grow on, make sure people got that knowledge, know that this character has a lot of depth to him. Other than that, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Y'all make sure y'all click, like, share, subscribe. If you got to go to work in the morning, go ahead and get your good night's sleep. If you finna go watch the game, go check that out. Because KD and Chris Paul not playing tonight. Them cats look like they in trouble. I ain't saying them. Oh, Lakers in 6. I said what I said. Peace.